Kendall, BBC News.
Joining me on the line now is William Dartmouth, one of the UK Independence Party's 6 MEPs who represent Gibraltar and the southwest of England. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. I'm just wondering, first of all, when you were last in Gibraltar and what your constituents there had to say about these latest tensions.
It's been crystal clear for many, many years, since time immemorial virtually, that the Gibraltarians want to be British. There's been several referendums, and the position's been made absolutely clear. What the report didn't say was that the Spanish government, the centre-right government, is marred at the moment in a corruption scandal. The latest unemployment figures for Spain have just come out. It's 26.3%, 57% youth unemployment. And the fact of the matter is that they can't offer the Spanish people bread, so instead they're offering them circuses. And as the Chief Minister of Gibraltar rightly said, this is just saber-rattling. It's just saber-rattling to distract the Spanish people from the abject consequences of what their government is doing in other areas, and it should be regarded as such, and that should be made very, very plain.
Yeah, yes, we heard a similar thought from Sir Ming Campbell here on the BBC News a little earlier, when he said this was so deliberately over the top that it must be to distract from domestic problems at home.
Well, it just shows you how true that is, because it's very rarely that a Liberal Democrat speaks up for British interests, actually. Normally Liberal Democrats are interested in actually selling out to the European Union.
Well,
there's another point here.
That's another story, isn't it? But I just wonder what your response is to the statement by William Hague a little earlier this evening. Certainly a very robust response, emphasising that the UK stands shoulder to shoulder with Gibraltarians. Is that enough at this stage?
It's a robust statement as far as it goes, but it's at least 72 hours too late. And what we advocate is that we should send out a frigate out to Gibraltar to make it absolutely clear that the British government will not give in on this matter. There's been a lot of mealy-mouthedness from successive British governments on the matter of Gibraltar, and it should be made clear that the position of Gibraltar and the Gibraltarians is absolutely sacrosanct.
Wouldn't that, Mr. Dartmouth, be a completely disproportionate response, given, as you say, that this is most likely an attempt by Spain to saber-rattle in order to distract from domestic problems?
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there. I think it's a wholly proportionate response, not least because there were 6-hour queues, apparently, according to the BBC, there were 6-hour queues last weekend. They're threatening, and the Spanish seem to be threatening to go back to the days of the Franco dictatorship and close down the border completely. And that is something which we absolutely cannot accept.
OK, William Dartmouth, UKIP MEP, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks a lot.